Hello, everyone. This is your host, Don Kloss, with a short presentation on Cornell Labs Great American Bird Count for 2022. The Great American Bird Count, and this year is the 24th annual count, is from February 12th through 15th of 2022. And it is, again, put on by Cornell University Laboratory of Ornithology. And the idea behind this is very simple. Spend 15 minutes or more on one or more of those days mentioned, the 12th through the 15th of February, recording the birds you observe. Now, you can go to a park or a wooded area or wherever to do this, or you can do it right from your home. And I actually suggest doing it from your home. Of course, it's really cold out right now, and we've got a lot of snow. You can do this right from your home, looking out your kitchen window with your binoculars and your bird book, recording what comes to your feeders. And I say this because the ornithologists get a lot of data every year from various organizations at the parks. I myself take part in 2 counts a year at Glacier Ridge Metro Park with the Metro Parks system. One is done on every New Year's Eve during the day, and the other one is done midsummer, which is specifically for counts of breeding birds. So they get that kind of information on a regular basis. What they don't get is from individuals in other areas. They would probably be very interested on data from, for example, the people in my sister's area, which is out in the country in Brown Township. They'd probably be very interested to know the high count of bluebirds and red belly and downy woodpeckers that they have in that area, among other things. They would probably be very interested to know that someone who lives in my neighborhood right here in suburban Hilliard has a nesting pair of Cooper's hawks who are all over the place and make life rough for all the other birds and the squirrels that we have a lot of here. So that's not information they normally get, the ornithologists. So anyway, to get back on track, spend a minimum of 15 minutes one or more of the days during that period, the 12th through the 15th of February, recording what you observe. And then you can log your counts in one of 2 places. The first is the Cornell Merlin ID app, and the second is the Audubon phone app. And those are both free bird phone apps, and they're very good apps as far as this type of thing goes. This is a joint project of the Cornell Laboratory of Ornithology, the National Audubon Society, and an organization called Birds Canada. And it is also made possible in part by a founding sponsor, Wild Birds Unlimited, which I'm sure a lot of birders are familiar with. Wild Birds Unlimited, not to throw in a plug, but it's a really cool store for birding supplies and bird feeders and so on. And this data is critical for ornithologists and other researchers tracking and kind of through a lot of other people taking a survey of bird populations throughout the United States and Canada. So in order to download the Merlin Bird ID app, which looks like the photo on the left, for your iPhone or iPad, it runs on devices with an iOS of 13 or newer, and you also need to have 500 plus megabytes of free space on your phone. To download it, you just go to your app store from your device and search for the words Merlin Bird ID. And if you have an Android, very similar, it runs on an Android 5.0 or newer. And again, you have to have over 500 megabytes of free space. And to download that, you simply go to Google Play from your device and search for the words Merlin Bird ID. Now, for the Audubon app, this is really good, and I actually prefer this one personally. The Audubon Bird Guide is actually a free and complete online field guide to over 800 species of North American birds. It is designed to work with all experience levels, and it helps you identify birds around you and keep track of the birds you've seen. As far as the field guide goes, it shows really good pictures of the birds. It gives a lot of information like what their diet is, what their range is through the country and Canada, what types of places they nest in. It talks about their migration habits, their breeding habits and nesting routines, when they lay eggs and how many, and how long for fledging and so on. So it gives you a lot of information. And another thing it provides you with that I really like is it has in about the middle of a screen for a particular bird, it lists the bird's different calls. And you can click the little button and it actually plays you the bird calls. So if that particular bird you're looking at has 5 or 6 different types of calls or songs, you can play each one of them to hear what they are. And this sometimes helps with positive identification. Sometimes you can hear a bird and you don't know what it is and you don't see it. So if you have a guess, this would be a great help. Also, if you're not sure what you're seeing, you can look up birds based on their color, their size, wing shape, a number of different features like that that helps you narrow down exactly what you're seeing. And then you can record counts of what you have seen. You can log how many you've seen, where exactly you are at. It has GPS finding that you can just click your location and it records that. It's just a very good all-purpose app for birding. Very useful for the bird counts. So as Mr. Nuthatch says, count me in. Be watching. It's 4 days. You don't even have to go outside. You can look out your kitchen window at your bird feeders, or you can go outside and brave the weather. Whatever suits you, but they do like to get the information, as I said. If you have any questions about the Great American Bird Count, please send your question to us on our Facebook page, Central Ohio Nature, or you can also contact us through the website, www.centralohionature.org. Thank you very much for watching.